Are you ready? I said, are you ready? You are listening to Voice of the Fans Sportscast, brought to you by none other than the voices of the fans. Discussing football, basketball, news, trending topics. The one-stop shop for all things sports. Voice of the Fans Sportscast. Hosted by none other than Ben Swift Reynolds, Taylor Gatwood, 100% RC, Professor Damian Flowers, and Tyler Wright. Voice of the Fans Sportscast.
What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Voice of the Fans Sportscast. I'm your host, Ben Swift Reynolds. We have 100% RC with us and Professor Flowers. There's RC. Flowers, he's doing something. Not quite sure. What's up, RC?
What's happening, man? What's happening? Let me put my earpiece in. So
Man, it's Happy Monday. It's Happy Monday, RC.
I see all the Saints fans down my timeline extremely happy about the firing of Dennis Allen. It's only the
Right. I'm surprised they didn't do a little party down there. I'm surprised they didn't have a little something going on Bourbon Street, you know.
Yep.
And how they were acting on Instagram and TikTok. But it's already been a long season for sure. It's already been like that. So guys, y'all new with us. Like and subscribe, share with family and friends. We appreciate the support. We've been doing this for quite a while, so we always appreciate people who share our content. RC, man, what you do yesterday? You just watch football all day?
Just watch football. I'm on a bye week, so I really didn't even. I watched y'all teams play like I always do, but just cooled out, man. I try to relax on the weekend, man. Like you start getting older, you try to enjoy your time off. You don't try to
You didn't place no bets?
I did, man. I'm kind of pissed off at drafters. I'm the
right.
one-off. I'm the one-off guy. Like I'm one-off every time. And so I actually won $1. I don't know how I won $1, but drafter gave me $1 off an 8 pick. I got all of them right except one. I called Flowers early and asked him how the hell I win $1. So I won $1.
So I guess they feel bad for you.
I guess maybe so. Thank you for the $1 though. I put the $1 back in.
They say let's throw him something, guys. Let's give him something. He getting close.
That's right.
Flowers, how you making it?
So far, so good.
That's pretty good. Randy from Voice of the Fans of Canada, he said, "Congratulations on the firing, Swift." Oh man, who broke that news in our chat? Who broke? Was it Gatwood or was it you, RC?
I think it was Gatwood.
Okay, yeah, man. I was dragging along. I was at McAllister's about to drop off some supplies, and so I seen that text. I don't know, something came over me. So got a little perkiness, and I got a little extra step in my walk, and I'm feeling good the entire day, knowing that we about to do something in New Orleans, shake things up, and hopefully bring some guys that want to play football.
Mm-hmm.
So we shall see. All right, man. Let's start off with a little bit NBA. We'll start off with Fastbreak, shall we? All right. So Dustin actually asked this question in the chat, in the group chat. He said, "Do y'all see JJ Reddick winning Coach of the Year?" Let's start with you, Flowers.
No.
Can you see that happening?
No.
Why is that?
They're struggling against the Pistons tonight in Detroit. You really think I'm going to select JJ Reddick to be the Coach of the Year when they can't beat the Pistons?
That is a huge question mark. They struggling. I saw they was down 12 or 14.
Yeah, they're
by
down
half.
13 and a half. Okay, the first 4 games the Lakers played, they played the Kings. Who else did they play? The Timberwolves.
Timberwolves,
The Raptors,
Suns.
Okay,
and the
let's
Raptors.
Raptors out of it. Okay, let's say the Kings and Timberwolves.
They played the Suns too.
Suns. Okay, they beat the Suns. All right, the Kings and the Timberwolves, they're not going to beat them too much, I don't think. Those teams try to figure out themselves when they first play them. They'll be better around. They'll be better coming around the next go around. But I don't. I just think it's too early to say JJ is a candidate for Coach of the Year after 6 games. Let's wait till about 45, 50 games until we have an opinion about this. But I don't think I'm gonna say it early. No, it's just too many better teams than the Lakers to even consider JJ Reddick Coach of the Year, and other teams in the NBA is too early.
What you think, RC?
Hell no. No. Hell no. I don't think he win the the Coach of the Year. I mean, so many great coaches in the NBA, and I think with JJ he's good for the job for the Lakers' future. I think he has the right voice for them. Perfect fit for what they're trying to do. But as far as winning the Coach of the Year, that means he would have to win this division or get to the the Western Conference Finals, something like that. And I just don't think that's gonna happen. I think he just do what the other coaches that have been in LA do, kind of do whatever LeBron wants him to do, and stay the hell out of the way.
See, I can tell you one coach now. Who's the Cleveland Cavalier coach?
Yeah, he's 6-0 right now.
But that
I don't remember his name.
That's the guy that was coaching. I think it's the guy that was coaching in Utah at one time. What's his name?
What was his name?
Give me a second.
Look it up real quick.
Yeah, look it up. It's a good coach. It's a guy that's known.
The guy that used to be at Utah is in Atlanta.
Kenny.
Okay.
Atkinson.
Okay, he was in Brooklyn.
Yeah,
Brooklyn.
Yeah, he can coach, dog. He can coach.
I'm saying what if the Cavaliers win 55, 60 games? I'm just supposed to give JJ Reddick Coach of the Year?
Nah, how the Cavs been playing right now? They've been playing good on defense side of the ball and offense side of the ball. They look like a complete team.
And they handled the Lakers. They handled them.
Right. What's so weird is, Donovan Mitchell, he's supposed to be the star, but I feel like they just got good all-around players. So Donovan Mitchell, I know he had a big night yesterday. So it's just, man, the Cavs, they kind of scary because they have guys that can really handle the ball and score.
So I figured out, bro. When I watch the Lakers, man, I think I'm bad luck because they only lose when I look at them. So I took my eyes off tonight. So maybe it's not me.
Yeah, take them a parlay.
I should have. I took them tonight. I shouldn't.
I started to put Detroit plus in the points on my ticket, but I didn't because I had the Lakers like -7. Of course, I didn't take that, but I was definitely considering taking Detroit like plus 9.5 or something like that.
Yeah, I didn't see anybody on the injury report for the Lakers that stood out to me, so I was just like, yeah, I'm taking.
Everybody's playing. Yes.
Yeah, that's what weird. That's why I decided to take the Lakers at that spot. Cause the Pistons, they've been hanging in there. You know what I'm saying? They still trying to find themselves. But I was surprised the Lakers are down right now like that going into the
Detroit can't do anything with Anthony Davis first and foremost.
Right.
You know, I think he had 20. I think he had 20 at half. So I'm thinking the Lakers probably make a third quarter run.
Yeah. Just like Toronto did with them. They was beating the dog piss out of Toronto, and Toronto got it down to single digits. I mean, it was up almost 30 points against Toronto. That's the NBA. So I can see them making a run, but I still think Detroit will win it.
Randy said no. His vote is no on JJ Reddick getting Coach of the Year.
That's unanimous then.
That's it right there. All right. The Bucks. I think they're 1-5.
Yes, that's correct.
1-5. RC, do you think they should blow up the Bucks team? I know Giannis been hurt, but they've been looking terrible.
I think the issue is it's the same issue that's in a lot of places on three different sports in baseball, NFL, and the NBA, where you try to plug and play. You try to bring these players together. You bring these coaches who had success in past other stops, and you just think, I can copy and paste what someone else did. It's not going to work. You got a coach in Doc Rivers. Everywhere he's been, it's the same scenario and situation. I think it's time for him to go back into the, far as commentating and stay there. And then to think Giannis is just crawling on one out of there, and Lillard was just forced there through trade. So it's just not meshing. And then Middleton had played since. I don't think they all been on the court together like they envisioned, but I think they shouldn't blow it up. Finish out this year, and don't just let Giannis walk free. You got to get something for him. Don't blow it up.
That was my next question. Flowers, you think they should trade Giannis?
Yes. Of course, the front office is not going to be the one to, fire a shot. It's going to have to be Giannis. And Giannis has been vocal, to say the least, about his displeasure, how the Walker franchise is running things. So I wouldn't be shocked to see Giannis requesting a trade. It's not. What do you say, C?
Can you hear him saying it?
Yeah.
I would like to leave.
He's so long now. He's one of us now, so he's locked into the American way. So he'll go in there and raise hell. Far as with the organization about getting him, and he's wanted help for the longest. They get him Dame, and I'm with you. See, everything's just not meshing. My Dame should be in Miami. He didn't want to go to Milwaukee. He was pretty much forced there. The roster is old. They don't have young. They need young wings. They need young 3-and-D guys. They don't have it. Milton hasn't been right for the last 2 or 3 years. I like some of the role players. I like Lopez. I like Bobby Portis. But they need more than that. And like I said, Giannis is out tonight with, I think, a adductor strain. But back to Giannis, he's been voicing his displeasure. So I wouldn't be shocked if by the trade deadline, if you heard him say, especially if they're under 500, going into January, February, why would he want to stay there? He's done everything for the city. Unfortunately, I hate to say it like that, but he's gonna want to move on. He's been letting it be known for the past 2 years, I want to say. So don't let it be a shock, when it comes out. And Giannis says, I want to be traded.
I want to leave.
Probably get traded too. Just blow up the whole thing. Get some young guys for both guys. I'm quite sure Dame will still love to go to Miami. And Giannis, Lord knows what Giannis might.
Which team you think will come calling for Giannis?
The Clippers.
Golden State, the Clippers, Dallas.
I think Dallas too.
Yes, that would be perfect.
If I'm Houston, I call.
Man, if Giannis go to Houston, he's not gonna be married.
If I'm calling about Giannis. I mean, Giannis and Dame, I'm calling about them. It's a lot of viable options out here for both players.
I wouldn't want to see him in a Lakers uniform. Not while LeBron's there. I wouldn't want to see him.
Too much that cloud on lane anyway.
Oh, I'm talking about trading for Anthony Davis straight up.
Oh, straight up. I don't know they would do that.
They would. I mean, because if you're getting rid of AD, you're getting rid of a player of Giannis caliber. You're getting the AD back closer. He's closer to Chicago. I can see it happen.
You might not agree with me, but Oklahoma City. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oklahoma City holds a lot of draft capital. They have a lot of young players. Hey, if they want to bolster the roster, go get you somebody.
Would you mess up that chemistry?
Be Dame and be honest.
Would you want to mess up that chemistry if you was the OKC?
I don't think OKC would have to trade a player because they got so many damn draft.
I see where you're going.
That they could trade. And you got to just think about these scenarios. Oklahoma City, depending on how the Clippers do this year, if the Clippers go below 500, there's a chance that the Clippers might be a lottery team and they get a top 5 pick. Guess where that pick goes to? Goes to Oklahoma City. Paul George. So Oklahoma City is probably a dark horse team, in my opinion, that I can see, them going out and making a move for somebody. Why not Giannis?
Yeah. And he said teams will need a ton of picks to going to Milwaukee for Giannis. And he also said I was thinking OKC, Holmgren, and picks for Giannis, but he think he'll mess up the
Nah, they
chemistry
would
too.
they
Hey,
not Chet Holmgren to
hey,
the
hey,
Yeah, that's a
Randy.
defensive player right there.
Hey, Randy. How about we get on the phone with Musai Ujiri and call him? That's a great send him to the King of Zamunda. Who I mean, I can just see that just the perfect fit, you know,
yeah, he'd be
because
wonderful in Toronto.
yeah, like Toronto, Giannis would just do well in Toronto with the culture, with the people there. They would love him. That would be a perfect trade.
Hey,
Toronto, yeah.
watch this RC and Swift.
Mm.
Hey Randy, would you let Scotty Barnes and some picks and somebody else go for Giannis?
They love Scotty Barnes now.
All right, that's
Yes,
why I said
yes. Scotty Barnes, Scotty Barnes.
Scotty.
Man, I get rid of Scotty Barnes so fast he won't even know he gone. Like, there's no way in the world Giannis for Scotty Barnes should even be a question. Make sure you take them platform shoes, Scotty Barnes, because you got to go. You got to go.
Right. All right, guys.
Let me say one more thing. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
If I was the Knicks, I might have would have waited. And I said Karl Anthony Towns is fine, but I also know that they wanted Giannis for a long time. But I know they got Karl Anthony Towns now. But if they would have just waited a little bit longer, they probably could have got Giannis.
Yep, they sure could have. Let's do some score updates before we move on to NFL. Cavs, they pretty much have the game in hand. It's 115 to 111 over the Bucks with 12 seconds to go. Golden State beating the Wizards 93-81 in the third. Pistons beating the Lakers 81 to 68. Dang, gone.
They coming. Yeah, they're gonna make a
third. It's in the third quarter with 2:46 left. Boston is beating down the Hawks 86 to 60 in the third. Brooklyn's beating the Grizzlies 50 to 49. It's halftime. Miami Heat's beating the Kings 41-39 in the second. Utah is beating the Bulls 32 to 29 in the second. And the Rockets beating the Nets 19 to 16 in the first.
Come on, Lakers.
There you go.
Your ass up.
All right, man. We're brought to you by Swift Energy. You know, you need me a little pick me up. Grab some Swift Energy. We use our code VOF13 to get 25% off your purchase.
Really?
25% yes, off? 25% off, man. I know everybody love coupons.
Is that in your? Is that what you got in your? Is that what you got in your cup?
Well,
no, I gotta have it.
What's in my cup?
I'm drinking green tea tonight, fellas. I'm trying to make. No, man, they're just trying to. I'm on this little regiment late at night, trying to make sure because when I eat, I love food, ladies and gentlemen. I love food, and so late at night, I try to mellow out because I have rough nights when I eat too much before I go to bed. It messes with me. I start dreaming about weird shit. So I love food. So I'm trying to do some different stuff, make sure I put some liquids in my body.
Before I go to bed, I do the apple cider and the water before I go to bed. I do a little green tea throughout the day too. But the apple cider, man, it just hits.
Yeah, I mean, I love food, dog. I love food, man. I love food.
Y'all might see a little health podcast coming soon.
Negative, not for me. Hey, listen, eat your oodles or noodles. Just do it in moderation.
In moderation, that's it. All right, man. The Cowboys lose to the Falcons 27-21, but that's not the story. That's not the story. Dak is out multiple weeks with a hamstring injury. Flowers. If you're the GM of the Cowboys, what is your next move going into next season? Because they're not making the playoffs. So what's your move?
We got to see it through. I don't know how they feel about selling some assets off.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't trade Parsons. I would not trade Michael Parsons right now. Would be a point. Honestly, they probably just, if I'm Dallas, I probably just ride it out. Dak is not coming back for the rest of the season. I'm gonna tell you that now. Anytime somebody asks for a second opinion, they kind of gets iffy. And hamstring injury, I just don't see Dak coming back. So the thing with the Dallas Cowboys, Jerry will never admit that the season is a failure. It's always he's gonna push this false narrative of hope. There's still a chance. I was talking to RC earlier, and I'm with him. I just don't think Jerry Jones give a damn about the Cowboys win and loss record. It's only as long as the profit margin is raised and he's making money. That's why I think it's more. It is becoming so apparent because the easiest thing Jerry Jones could do is just admit the season is not going the way he expected. I, as in Jerry, and he should take accountability. I just feel like we're doing Jerry Jones a favor still by talking about him. We're keeping them relevant. They don't deserve to be talked about for how Jerry Jones, did their roster this past off season. And they've lost 3-5? And it's not looking, too bright down the road either. They got a lot of tough games coming up. So a lot of Dallas Cowboy fans, in my opinion, they want Travis Hunter. They want to see where they're going to end up as far as, where they're picking in the top 10. So I just think the season's a waste, but I just think it would help if Jerry Jones would man up, admit to the failures, and we can move on. You on mute?
Right. He came out with all this positive talk. I'm like, dude, y'all lost what 2 games are? Well, I want to say they lost 3 in this grade, if I'm not mistaken. So what's all this positive? Like, oh, we know we been here before. We just gotta keep fighting. We gonna get out this road. Like, no, your players don't want to hear that. They want to hear like the truth. We are a bad team. We need to fix some things. It just is unfortunate how the season went for them. And Jerry Jones, of course, he's not gonna say that because it's gonna be his fault. If you admit that this whole season is a failure, it's your fault, Jerry. So he ain't never gonna admit that. RC, GM for the Cowboys. What's going on?
I really think this was set up in the offseason. I don't know why nobody is acting surprised. We knew he didn't have the talent. He didn't go out and do anything in the offseason. The only GM who did nothing this offseason. It's unheard of. You're not going to succeed. You didn't have no intentions on succeeding because you knew that you wanted to get rid of McCarthy. That's a fall guy. Right. You knew that you wanted the Cowboy fan to see that Dak is not who they think he is. You went ahead and paid Dak because you had to pay somebody. You paid CeeDee Lamb. You hadn't paid Parsons yet. Sorry about that. But I think this was strategically done because you want to go past these guys. You want to go into the future. You're kind of looking into the future. The Cowboy fans, I'm seeing that they think that Shador and Prime going to come there. They think Travis Hunter going to come there. They think Jesus is going to come there. I'm telling you right now, you can't fix the Cowboys with one person. You can't fix the Cowboys with positive talk. You got to fix the Cowboys by pulling that older gentleman in the room and saying, hey, listen, Dad, you got to shake Daddy. It should be a movie back in the day, throw mama from the train. You got to throw Daddy from the train because he the problem. He the problem. He's the issue. He's the problem. And listen, a lot of teams lost this past weekend. Did y'all see the owner talk? Did y'all hear from the Colts owner, the Vikings owner, the Commanders owner, anybody else owner? Why is he always, in a corner with a microphone like he just played 4 quarters of football? That's an issue and that's a problem. And I think Jerry is addicted to that. So if I get out the way, it's kind of like the movie Paid in Full. If I get out the game, they still gonna love it. That's Jerry Jones. He's not gonna know what to do if he just get out the way and just be the owner. So you can't. The Cowboys have a lot of issues, but everybody know what the focal point and what the main issue is Jerry Jones. And I think Jerry Jones is strategically doing this because, I feel like he just sabotaged his own team, and there's a reason behind it.
Right. I don't know what he was thinking about when he saw this team on paper. You don't even got to look at this team on paper. When he was looking at them at practice, he knew he had spots that he didn't address in the offseason. So I don't know why Cowboys fans are shocked that this is happening. Like, we called this out and during the offseason, like, yo, this is not a good team. Like, they missing a lot of key players and like at key positions. So it just forecoming.
It's playing out.
Yeah, it's playing out. And
Mm-hmm.
it just now that with that being hurt, that's just the icing on the cake.
Y'all, Dak, let me tell y'all
put a
something.
bow on it.
Let me tell y'all something. CD got hurt. Dak got them boys is injured. Them boys can play football. Them boys checking out, man. Listen, them boys smart, man. I see CD take the supposedly supposed to have, an injury. They don't want to play no more because why? First of all, imagine knowing that every week, even with Michael Parsons, he don't seem like he's in a hurry to do. It's just. I think Dak is injured, but I don't think Dak. I think Dak can play this year. I think Dak is checking out. He's smart.
Shoot, Michael Parsons is doing more shows than we doing a week.
Yeah, Michael Parsons wants to be a Philadelphia Eagle. I'm telling y'all, Parsons grew up an Eagles fan. I watch how he move and the stuff that he says. He's just like Saquon Barkley. He's waiting for Dallas to make the mistake. And if Dallas makes the mistake, he'll be a Philadelphia Eagle.
Michael Parsons has no leverage.
No, he don't.
I don't think he understands that. Dude, they have you locked up for another 2 or 3 years if they really wanted to, without really having to really pay you. You're on the 4th year. I think he's on the 4th year of his rookie deal. All right, so he gets 5th year, and then they can franchise you twice. They can franchise tag you twice.
Right, that was Le'Veon upset about.
Own dirty game with Michael Parsons.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Just look at Le'Veon. What happened to him? Got tagged twice, and he was livid. All right, man. The Dolphins, they lose to the Bills 27-30. It was a scare for real. Josh Allen had an okay game. But the Dolphins, they really just took advantage of the Bills' mishaps. RC, why is the Dolphins still struggling even though Tua is back in the lineup? They still not clicking on all cylinders.
It's rust. Like, I really think it's rust, and then they don't have an identity on defense. Like, since McDaniel's been there, he's done the opposite of what Shanahan, LaFleur, D'Amico Ryans, and others have done. He don't have a defense. He don't have a dominant defense to go along with the offensive mind and scheme that he has. If he had a dominant defense, it would really help him out. We know he can draw up plays, but he's like the opposite of Dennis Allen. He needs a good defensive coordinator so he can just focus on the offense part of it, because that's the difference with them right now. Tua coming back and rusting their defense, give up a lot of big plays. So I just feel like the Dolphins season, another one of those teams, their season is over. They just got a lot going on, a lot of different things going on that's really can't explain at times, because they play well at times at first, and then sometimes they look really bad. So
at first I thought it was just a quarterback. They missed Tua for 2 weeks, and the offense just looked terrible. Now, but this Sunday they didn't look good at all. I mean, it seemed like they didn't just stick with the running game that much, and Hill had a couple big plays. So I couldn't put my finger on why they were struggling against the Bills in that game when the Bills wasn't clicking either.
But they always lose to the Bills, right?
Yeah, that's true. But they could have had the Bills yesterday. They missed a lot of opportunities to put their game away. Flowers, what you thinking about the Bills? I mean, the Dolphins right now struggling.
They're protecting Tua. They're running a popcorn offense, and I hate to say it like that, but everything's coming out quick. They don't want Tua to hold on to the ball for too long. A lot of screens, a lot of swing passes to the running backs and stuff like that. A-Chain had quite a few grabs yesterday. I'm quite sure Dolphin fans probably just want to fast forward to the end of the season and get it over with. I wouldn't look too much, and I wouldn't be, if I was a Dolphin fan, I wouldn't be in, like you say, Tua just not getting, like I said, they're collaring him in a sense, as far as they're doing everything to make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quick. They do not want Tua to get hit. That's been apparent for the last 2 weeks. I don't think Josh Allen has lost to Miami and Buffalo ever.
Yep.
But these division games are tough. We do have to remember that these division games are close unless something just catastrophically happens and the game gets out of hand. majority 9 times out of 10, I'll say that 9 times out of 10, these division games are 1-score games. So it's kind of not surprising that Miami gave them a game yesterday, and it took a 61-yard field goal by Bass the silly. But I think Buffalo would have won it in overtime. I just feel like they had the momentum going their way, even though, like you said, they play with a lot of mistakes in the game, but they failed.
Yeah, you made a great point about they trying to get Tua to get the ball out quicker. He only had 1 sack. So, and I remember when the Bills used to play Dolphins, they always get at least good 3 or 4 on Tua. But they made
y'all really think so this is hindering the Dolphins then by having him behind center, because if you're saying that they're being extra careful with him, then they're not being there 100%. They're not being themselves. They're being somebody else, and therefore they're leaving a lot to be. There's a lot more desire that could be done on offense. Like I actually feel like in some cases you're saying he's hindering them. He's holding them back. Right? That what y'all saying?
Yeah, I'll say that because they didn't try to exploit the Bills secondary at all. You know, they had a couple of chances. They did let in the second half. They went more downfield in the second half, but it seemed like in the first half they were just trying to establish something else. It was just kind of weird how they were calling plays for them.
I'm gonna say this though, Dolphins, being that they hadn't won a Super Bowl in forever in that whole area, they wouldn't have got a guru, but they really need Flores was perfect for them. He had it turned around. I think that's the thing that people get. They so enamored by and so just the next up and coming guru offensive coordinator that personality matters. Having somebody there that establishes something on either side of the ball. And what McDaniels is doing, he's trying to put his own spin on Shanahan's offense. But do y'all think he really was calling plays in San Francisco? You think he was being in a position to learn how to be the head coach? No, he was just like Clint Kubiak. He was just position holding. He was holding the offensive court. Now you're seeing it, and it's like his team just don't. It's like they missing something, and they got everything, but they feel like they missing something. And so I think it's so much bigger than Tua. I think they just don't know who they are. Like the Dolphins, the Bills know who they are. They know who they are.
Kyle, when the last time Achane out target Hill? I was just looking at the targets, man. Achane had 8 targets.
You overpaid Waddle. You overpaid Waddle.
Big time.
Because
injury prone.
Not only that, but you envision all these short receivers cutting like deer. I get it, but that's not what the West Coast offense is predicated off of. It's just not based off of just speed. You're not out there trying to see who's the fastest. You got to have a possession guy. Who is the possession guy? Gesicki, get out of there. He's in Cincinnati. Miami just don't have an identity to something they can lean their head on, lean their head on, and say, we're gonna ride this to the finish line. They just don't.
Yeah, man. Waddle had 2 catches for a -4 yards, but he had a touchdown.
And he's a loud mouth. He talk a lot of shit. I mean,
I think Waddle will be better in a different offense. He's a good receiver.
Bro, it's something about them Alabama receivers once they leave Alabama that's not named Amari Cooper, Julio Jones. I mean, the others, like my boss say, they Jags. They just a guy. I mean, they do just enough. They're like Jerry. He reminds me of Jerry Jeudy. I'm just waiting on Jerry Jeudy to jump out and say, "Boom, I'm Jerry Jeudy." That's why I be waiting on Jalen Waddle. Take him under on your player prop. Got to.
He had a really down year. I feel like I said, I don't know. He just need to get out of Miami. All right. The Bears lose to the Cardinals 29-9. The Cardinals are number 1 in the NFC West. RC.
They holding the spot.
1.
It kind of like
they keep it 1 for you.
They're fucking they're jock strap. That's all they is. Listen, the Rams and the Niners coming to get that. The Rams and the Niners coming to get that. One of them teams coming to get that spot. The Bears. Can we play the Bears? Please let us play the Bears. We don't play them. We playing the Detroit Lions.
I was gonna show the clip of Kyler Williams. He did his best Kyler impersonation He running around.
I saw that.
DJ Moore, hurt himself, and DJ Moore just walked off the field.
Me and Flowers talked about this earlier, man. That Hail Mary broke the Bears' back for real.
Yeah,
the spirit broke their spirit. I should have took the freaking Cardinals after that. I just thought the Bears would get back on track, but
the question is, RC, is Cardinals pretenders or contenders?
Most definitely pretenders in that division. I just feel like we're gonna get healthy. I feel like the Rams are getting healthy. They stole one from me, so but I do believe it'll be one team coming out that division. It won't be two. So, because I mean, no other divisions are better, and I just feel like, to me, if I'm looking at it, just looking at it for what it is, the Niners are poised to do what they do, but I think the Rams might win that division because the Rams have the most momentum and they just have the best coach in the division, to me, in my opinion.
What about you, Flowers? Pretenders or contenders for the Cardinals?
More pretenders because they're probably a year or two away still. They're figuring a way out to win games this year. I give them credit. The run game's great. Defensively, they're getting better. I don't think they're where they need to be defensively. Offensively, they're still figuring things out. But I kind of feel like they're in between the pretender and contender. And I feel like it'll teeter more to them being pretenders towards the end of the year. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they prove us wrong. But I'm with RC far as Rams or the 49ers win their division. But it's not shocking that the Cardinals are having success. Just one quick thing about the Bears. Look, I'm thinking the Hail Mary probably ruined their momentum for the season, like RC saying. That's on Eberflus because you have to be able to coach them out of that funk. And the way that they came out this past Sunday, I'm probably a little more particular with this game because it cost me money. I picked the Cardinals to win, but I made this ticket like last Wednesday before the Jets played. So I put on the ticket Arizona, Chicago, the total points over 42. 29-9 is what, 38?
Mm-hmm.
So I needed Chicago to just score once. I mean, I knew Arizona would score. I just thought it would be a back and forth scoring game, and for them to come in and come into Arizona and pretty much just score 9 points, that's very disappointing.
I feel sorry. I experienced a Hail Mary, but it was a last second shot. I would consider the Hail Mary where the guy heaved the ball from one end of the court. We beating them, and then they went on a trick shot. And the next game after that, we couldn't get up for it because we still, in our mind, we stuck on that game. So it's just human nature to just do what they did. Like, you won the game, really, against the Commanders. The Commanders not deserve to win that game. But to know that you basically you lost on that play, it's hard. And it's disheartening. I don't know if y'all have ever experienced that, but I experienced that where, we win in the game is pretty much over. Let the guy catch the ball in the backcourt, and he throws it, and it go dum 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 dum. That shit right there. Remember that? It goes in. I'm laying on the floor like, what in the world? How did this happen? So I'm like this. I don't see them. They don't struggle to win a few games because they're young. So let's see if they can get off the mat. But in that division, they're gonna struggle.
Yeah, we just unfortunately the Bears just came out flat, and they weren't able to do what they needed to do. All right, the Eagles beat the Jaguars 28-23. Flowers, will Nick Sirianni coaching decisions catch up with him?
Eventually, it'll eventually cost him his job. Now, of course, I'm not trying to wish negativity on anybody losing their job. But Sirianni, man, I've been saying this for the past few weeks. He is getting bailed out by Saquon Barkley. If the Eagles do not have Saquon Barkley, where would the Eagles be in 2024? Let's just put Saquon in the MVP discussion also, because I think he's earned that right with his play also. Because if the Eagles don't have Saquon, they are not what 6-2 if I'm not mistaken, or 5-3. I can't remember which one it is.
Yeah, Saquon really been saving them from a
He's an
couple
X factor. Man. He's their X factor.
because
That dude.
when the offense wasn't moving the ball, they just turn around hanging off the Saquon to get 10 to 15 off the bat. And that just showed it yesterday that Nick Sirianni was he really should have lost 2 games already versus us. And yesterday, the Jazz. Luckily, Trevor Lawrence on the other side of the team.
I didn't see their highlights, the full highlights. I'm looking at the stats and I'm trying to figure out how in the blue hell the Jaguars are coming back.
Let me tell you, it was stupid. They had a chance to kick a field goal, I think, to go up like a 12 or 11 points, something like that. Then every time they scored a touchdown, they kept going for 2.
Yeah.
And they weren't getting the 2 points.
Yeah.
I was just like, why? Just kick y'all up big time on the Jazz. Jazz haven't been moving the ball on y'all the whole game. The defense has been stopping them. But for some reason, you're like, oh man, I gotta go for 2. We got at least get one of these 2-point conversions. And it's just like, luckily for them, they were playing against the Jazz, a team that been down the whole year, and they were playing against a contender. They would have lost that game.
Let me add one more thing before we move on to RC. The Eagles need to be at full strength for them to be viable. AJ Brown in and out of the lineup, that's not gonna help. Because you can only lean on Saquon for so long. So if AJ Brown is out the next week or 2, the Eagles probably lose.
Yep, I totally agree. And they should have lost last night, but thank goodness they didn't, because that would want me on parlay. That's why I sent you the text. I was like, man, the Eagles trying to get it junk away because they leaving points on the field. RC, is Nick Sirianni decisions going to catch up with them eventually?
I'm gonna tell you something I don't like about the media. I'm not saying y'all doing it, but I hate when they dislike a coach and they ride him until he's fired. I think that's what Nick Sirianni just. If you look at him, he just. You know how you say it's just something about him. He wanted them something about him, like, and then he has like this arrogant, cocky attitude towards when he's winning, he's loud. When he's losing, he's crying and complaining his excuses. So that's why he's very unlikable character. But I feel like in the coaching profession, the noise, the media, and the fans could get you fired because they just don't like you. And he just one of those. He's just a very unlikable coach to watch. But when I watch them play, nothing about the Eagles with AJ Brown or with whoever, they can add another weapon, scare me. Because you know what's going to happen is they overthink everything. When I seen what Saquon did, it looked like a video game. Saquon going to get hurt. We've seen this movie with Saquon. He do all this amazing stuff, and then he gets injured because he's having to do the amazing stuff. He took on the entire Jaguar team on that play. And if that's what they got to do to win games, like, that's not going to be sustainable over the next few weeks, because at some point you start playing within division, you start playing against more competition, and somebody going to ring that bell. So I just think his feet will be to the fire, and they'll play opponents that'll test. Because I go back to you saying the game when y'all played them, missed all kind of opportunities to lay them down and be done with. That man was throwing picks in the red zone left and right. So sooner or later it'll rear its ugly head. And I think I got them finishing second in the division. They will make the playoffs, though. I think they can make the playoffs.
Yeah. And another tell story of the Eagles winning, why they win, is Jalen Hurts. He's doing a lot more running now. He's taking the lanes when they open up, and Jazz, for some reason, Jazz just kept giving them lanes.
Yeah, man, play man, turn your back.
That was exactly what happened. He was just taking off, and Jazz couldn't figure out how to stop that, which is kind of stupid on their part. But the Eagles, they take down the Jags. All right, the Lions beat the Packers 24-14. Flowers, what were your take from this game?
We believe the Lions are real yet American.
Best team? I think they're the best team.
I love Dan Campbell. Dan Campbell said something after the win. Everybody, what did he say? He said, everybody thinks we're a dome team, that we just play inside. Let me tell you, we can play in the rain, we can play in the snow, we can play in the mud. That's the kind of coach I like.
Yeah.
He has to be prepared. And you probably thought that, I'm quite sure people thought that, well, the weather was bad in Green Bay. That might have suited Green Bay more. But hell, Jordan Love couldn't hold on to the ball. Jared Goff, your boy. Jared Goff, Ben.
MVP.
Nah.
Incomplete combined passes in the last 4 or 5 games combined. That is extraordinary.
MVP.
Stop it.
He should be in the
Why not? Why not?
He should be in the
Last
conversation.
name Golf.
Hey, bro.
Both are phenomenal. Congratulations, Dan Campbell. You have turned the Detroit Lions into those kneecap biting jokers, hard jokers that you had the premonition of that team being when you first started.
Spoken into existence. Yeah.
RC, what are your takes from the Lions and Packers game?
Listen, I have been one to say, hey, I was right. I need to work on that because when you know it in your bones, like my boy on Life said, I know it. I know you got something up your sleeve, Ray. I know it. I knew that when the Lions hired that man, now I'm going to be honest, when they hired him, I thought he was insane. I thought he was out of his mind.
Yeah,
but,
everybody did.
But when I watched Hard Knocks, he bought me. I was sold after the Hard Knocks because when he started crying in the middle of the huddle, if y'all just believe, y'all just trust me, I promise you we're going to get this turned around. He was so passionate about that. I'm like, he has to know something that I don't know because this is the Detroit Lions he's talking to. He believed. And if you believe, things will change. But I will say this about the Lions. They need to go out and get a pass rusher.
I'm quite sure they will.
Yeah, in the playoffs, right now, the way they win in games, their offense is on fire. And I just feel like Jordan Love yesterday, he leads the league in interceptions. Jordan Love is a turnover machine right now. I think because he's injured. He just don't look like himself. But he's giving it up. So he was giving it up yesterday, and I just feel like Detroit capitalized on it. But I do feel like the Lions are for real. They are the one team, even if I'm healthy, I believe they can run through, they can go ahead and handle the 49ers and put them out of their misery. Like y'all ain't, this is not y'all year. Y'all done, your run is done. I think they the team to be able to do it. And I also think they don't fear Mahomes. They do not fear Patrick Mahomes. If they can get to the Super Bowl, we'll see a big deal happen where, I would love to see the Detroit Lions with the Super Bowl. I really would. Cleveland Browns or the Lions eventually get one. So
go ahead, Flowers.
They lost their best player in Branch yesterday. He got ejected for a hit that was questionable, in my opinion.
It was
New York.
Well, I wish. Yeah, I think that it wasn't a targeting type hit.
No,
I wish
how they said New York called and said
right.
Well, wait, fellas. Which I want y'all to understand. If New York can call, say throw him out the game, all the missed calls, New York, like New York. Right. Who is in New York? Who up there? Who they call? who is
behind the table?
I just want that to
throw
be
him out. Because it wasn't targeting. It was just unfortunate that Branch wasn't really paying attention. He thought he caught it. I don't know, but he decided to hit him anyway. It was just, it was just a 15-yard penalty. It wasn't no.
They secondary could be had though, y'all. The Lions secondary is the weakest part of that.
And that's why
they don't.
Go ahead.
No, I was about to say that's why they don't have like a true shutdown corner that you can just put him on an island and let him go to work.
They do need a guy that, like you say, can cover a side of a field.
Lattimore.
Lattimore.
Yeah, Lattimore is on the market.
Nickel, he can play safety. You can move him around. He's making plays. If I'm Detroit, okay, I'm Myles Garrett. I'm calling Cleveland. Myles Garrett. What is it gonna take for me to get Myles? I'm calling Jacksonville.
All the Saints
in Jacksonville.
We'll see him chase you. We'll see him chase you on.
No, you want you to chase you. I mean, in which it would make sense, but I'm looking at
bigger fish
guys that need to be taken out of locations, like especially Josh Allen. The pass rush. I'm not talking about the quarterback.
Yeah, I think about the Jags. Yeah,
that guy, Josh Allen, the guy from Kentucky that plays in Jacksonville, wonderful guy. I'm hearing Zadarius Smith name a lot, but the Lions need to go get somebody
Shoot, the guy from Tennessee. I forgot the dude's name from Tennessee.
Jeffrey Simmons.
Yes.
I trade Simmons. Harold Landry.
Yeah, that's the one. The edge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the edge rusher. I mean, they not doing nothing down there. They got Tennessee actually have a pretty good D line.
Call about Jeffrey Simmons though. See, look, I don't disagree with you. I would call. What can I give you for Jeffrey?
If I'm the Detroit, the only way the Detroit Lions going to win a Super Bowl, they're going to have to address the pass rush because the pass rush is going to help you secondary. If you can get pressure on the quarterback, then the ball will come out hot. So, but I don't think with the way they constructed, if the Niners and Rams, they're going to put points up. If you don't, and that's the thing about, you don't want to get in the shootout in the playoffs. I mean, you don't have to lose but one time, sir, and your season is over.
I'm not scared of the Lions.
No, they're not.
Who?
The Niners definitely not.
Oh,
The Niners definitely not.
All right. The Colts lose to the Vikings 21-13. Flowers, the floor is yours.
I'll be quick, be short and sweet with this. There has been a turnaround for seasons, and what I mean by that, earlier I was giving Gus Bradley SHIT about the defensive performance. Boy, have the tables have turned because Gus Bradley has got his SHIT together, and Steichen, he's losing his. I'm more disappointed in just the mistakes. It's been this thing all year with us offensively. We haven't been consistent, and it's been the backbreaker of the team. Defense has gotten healthy. Man, you look at those PFF grades. Like Jalen Jones, 20th in PFF, and the other is 13th in PFF, and you got Grover Stewart this 9th. And you see all these guys defensively with these high PFF grades and Kenny Moore and these guys, they played phenomenal, and it was a wasted effort. To keep a team like that to 21 points says a lot, but the offense was lackadaisical. I feel like Shane Steichen does not have any salt. He's making me feel like I used to feel like with Frank Wright in a sense, and I hate to say that. And when I say that, I feel like Shane has his way that he wants the game to go, how he wants to call it, and he doesn't adapt like he needs to. I feel like the flavor is on the bench in Anthony Richardson because he added a different element to the game, but he let people like us, well, not people like us, but he let people that work at ESPN and such talk him on the bench. It's kind of funny, but the irony in this is Joe was all right. I wanted to see more, but playing somebody like Minnesota, and it kind of scared me after the Houston game, but now that I've seen the game last night, Anthony would have he probably would have been a better quarterback last night because he would have been able to move around. Joe didn't have 170 passing yards. He might have been 14 for 23, 15 for 23. Hell, Anthony could have did that, but Anthony's legs probably could have been the deciding factor in yesterday's game. We got the Bills next week. Got a tough. I think we got the Bills, Jets, Lions. So we got next 3 games are tough. I honestly don't think this is the last time we see Anthony Richardson this year. Don't be surprised to see him, if he comes back in and you see him. But look, I'm not saying Joe Flacco can't play, but if you're gonna throw him in, I gotta see better results than that. You gotta
throw some packages or something. You gotta throw in some wrinkles. Still just letting Joe keep dropping back like that. Like, it's just weird, man. That's why I took y'all +7. I knew y'all defense gonna keep the Vikings in check. I just don't believe in Sam Darnold and them boys like that. And I knew y'all defense was gonna go out there and be hungry. And your offense just got to catch up. And once that do, man, y'all gonna be rolling.
Sam Darnold did a phenomenal job. Let me not go without.
Yeah, he has a heck of a throws, but I just don't see them getting them over the hump.
Well, listen, Minnesota, there is no hump. They ain't going no damn. They're not winning nothing ever. And I'm gonna say this real quick.
Don't let Minnesota Viking fans say differ.
I don't give a. The Minnesota Vikings film look in this camera and say, "You only beat me in the regular season. In the playoffs, I own you." But my thing is this: you don't beat nobody. I think the media beat down Anthony Richardson, and it was people who looked like us with the same color scheme. They were
Cam
the
Newton.
loudest in the room. The loudest in the room. I'm just everything imaginable, just to make him sound like he's the worst ever, just to get him on the bench. And it worked out in Anthony's favor because the guy that they put in did do no better than him that day. Okay, you can't quick fix this. You got to do it the way it's supposed to be done. Let him play it out. Let him figure it out, and then you figure it out. You give it the same opportunity that Trevor Lawrence get. And if you can listen closely, Trevor Lawrence is still in the damn grease because you know why? He's not getting out because he don't know how to get out. But if you're going to give Trevor Lawrence and Baker Mayfield all these opportunities, give these young guys an opportunity.
Let me add on.
Sorry about that.
Go ahead, Flowers.
I just want to add on to what RC's saying. Trevor Lawrence was 15 for 32, 160. Shit, I mean, my bad.
Mm-hmm,
Those are see, it got me saying stuff because I'm getting fired up. I'm sorry, man.
Right.
But those are Anthony Richardson numbers, and this guy's making $275 million.
Right.
Jeff White says something that I wholeheartedly agree with, and he's the only person. And Dan Orlovsky too. Shout out Dan Orlovsky, because Dan said what I said. Stop looking at the damn stats. The stats don't tell everything. You look at the people. People are so quick to see. Oh, he went 10 for 32. He threw for 44%. Oh, he sucks. You didn't watch the game. About 6 or 7 drops in that. Like I told RC earlier. Let me tell you what's wrong with Anthony Richardson. Anthony Richardson just has to learn to get off the first. After that first read is not there, he needs to learn how to read through the rest of his progressions, right? Mm-hmm. Number 2, stop throwing the ball so damn hard. 15, 20-yard intermediate passes. He's trying to throw a basketball through this wedding ring right here. He's trying to put a basketball through that right there. Doesn't work. Get you some touch on your passes. But I say this to end a conclusion. Guess what? These 2 things I said. What can these 2 things I said can happen with these 2 things? They can be coached.
Mm-hmm.
Be coached.
Right.
Everything Anthony is doing wrong right now can be coached. It just takes time, and like I said, it doesn't hurt him to sit down and slow him down. I think it's more of a punishment because he tapped out the game, so they sat him down because it showed lack of awareness and immaturity. Okay,
like for me, I wasn't hard on from taking himself out of the game. I was like, he's tired. I'm like, I get it. Like I gave him a little grace.
Then knocked out of him because people see this part of the play right here. They didn't see the whole sequence when he's running backward. He slings a 300-pound defensive tackle off of him. He's running backwards 10 yards, does that, then runs forward, 20, 30 yards. I understand that's a sign of weakness when he do that. But if it's it was 3rd and like 23 or 3rd and 8, something like that, they wasn't going to throw the ball. They handed the ball off and took the points. It's being overemphasized because people need something to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
And like
I didn't think it was a big deal.
He gave it to him.
When I saw him come out of the game, and then he said the press conference, so I didn't really think about it, because it didn't really cross my mind till everybody started pointing it out. Like, man, that's a weakness, man. He need to be more mature. I'm like,
but dude,
I get like guys come out in and out. You see other positions come in and out, but he's a running quarterback. He's a scrambler, so I kind of get it that he's gassed, and they being hard on because. Remember, he was injured last year, so he spent some of his off season rehabbing, getting back to what he know how to, and he just haven't had a full off season to just focus on his skill set, still rehabbing, make sure his body's ready to play.
We let people, old media and new media, tell us who can play and who can't play. Like. It's too many eyes on these athletes, so many cameras, so they don't get in. You can't hide any damn thing. So what happened? the coach should have protected him from himself. So, when he saw him, coming over, take a time out. We need you out there. We can't. I understand the game situation, but it was a pivotal moment. You might have got a touchdown of it with a fresh. Say it again.
Third quarter. It was middle of third.
Yeah.
Quarter.
Right. So, but my thing is, you're trying to win, and he's giving me right now. He's rolling. Right now, he's rolling. So, and typically that style of defense struggle with running quarterbacks. That's one thing I would encourage Anthony to do more when you're playing against that style of defense. They struggle against running quarterbacks.
But okay, that's my thing with Anthony. I love Anthony Richardson to death, but as I've been saying on here, he needs to run more. I've been saying it, but the thing is, can he survive it? Can he survive running around?
If he slide and quit trying to run,
he just gotta be like Jalen Hurts. You never see Jalen Hurts take big hits, but he runs all the time. And Lamar Jackson, them guys run all the time, but they never take big hits.
Yep.
They weren't injured like him neither coming out of college.
That's true. That's true. But Cam Newton, he did say that on ESPN. He said, for you to tap out with a game like the Texans, a divisional game, no, bro, we need you to fight. So that's what Cam Newton said on ESPN.
Well, you know what, Cam Newton, reach out to him. Let me mentor you. Let me help you.
They're the same. They about the same.
Hurt on him. Help him.
We need you in the Super Bowl. Hold on.
Let's say this. You
know where I'm going.
I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna let you talk because like I said, I have a son. Okay, so when my son gets in trouble, we go through the discipline part of it. But after the discipline part of it, I have a conversation with him because I'm trying to make him better. So that's all. Right. That's what I'm saying. We can have our critiques, our criticisms, but what do we have to offer after we give that criticism?
Well, nobody ain't helping. Like that's why I hate with so many athletes that be in the NFL. It's probably a brotherhood, and you bashing the dude. Like if he's had a problem, you play the same position. Why not reach out to him and try to mentor him? Like Cam Newton, he just always taking shots at the wrong time when he should be trying to help out other people, especially quarterbacks.
It's kind of like how they get real Dan Orlowski for running out the back of the end zone, but they never show you who's chasing him.
Exactly.
The guy that's chasing him, that's chasing him is a madman. If you remember, you know who I'm talking about. He used to do the sack, and he used to wrap him up when he get through doing the sack.
Jerry Allen.
He was a madman. So Orlowski's comeback is just not strong enough for me. I'll give it what need to be given. Hey, listen, did y'all see who was chasing me? And I'm playing for the Detroit Lions, who ain't never had a good offensive line. So that's my thing.
Right.
I feel like in some ways this was blown out of, but they got the reality check by losing on national television in the game that you really need that kid. But he'll be back.
Yes, sir. Yes, indeed. All right, let's go to our 2-minute drill show.
Yeah, because we got to get to the good stuff. We got to fast forward to the good stuff, man. We know
where
we need to go
to the 2-minute drill. Where is my video? Oh, here it is. All right.
I got a freestyle for that beat. That beat fire. Or the beat fire.
That's AI. AI carry that beat. Jets beat the Texans 21-13. The Ravens beat the Broncos 4-10. The Bengals beat the Raiders 41-24. The Chargers beat the Browns 27-10. The Commanders beat the Giants 27-22. And last but not least, the Panthers beat the Saints 23-22.
I want to say one thing to James West. Listen, bro. God don't have no football team. Unwavering faith. Unwavering. I believe. Listen, man. I be trying hard as I can not to laugh at James. I know James trying to be serious, but James is the most unintentionally funny person I've ever seen. He stood when they had him. Why did they have him on CBS pregame? He just ate that up. What did you tell the team before the game? He blanked out. I told the team. He blinking his eyes, y'all. I told the team to be ready for whatever, because God gonna be ready for whatever. I bet you God be like, like I say this all the time. I should have killed these humans, man. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? And then you go out and do that. Because I'd have been in the locker room. I say, hey, James, God led after David killed Goliath, he lost the next week. Did you know that? Did you know that? Come over here, son. Come on. Don't you put your ass on TV no more. You rallying the Cleveland Browns. You do that for a team that can back you up. The Cleveland Browns, man, no. Sorry, y'all. I had to throw it in there. Lord.
Well, if y'all ain't here,
Flower
Allen was fired today.
It's a party, it's a party.
Yeah.
Still one person.
Oh man.
It's still one person missing out of this equation.
Mickey Mouse.
Yes.
Hot dog, hot diggity dog.
Hey, we have Mickey Mouse Loomis. Then we just got rid of Dennis Duck Allen.
Yeah.
So it was, man, that game right there. It really just summed up the whole season. But we're not gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about my boy MT. Right?
That's your boy.
That's
man.
my boy. I love MT.
But he quit on y'all 3 years ago, dog. That's your boy.
No, man, they did him dirty. The medical style. They did him dirty.
The medical.
Yeah. They missed.
So he Kawhi Leonard. So they Kawhi Leonard him, huh?
Yes, they missed.
Dude got fired on his day off. He got fired on. He got it. Go ahead, man.
So Dennis Allen got fired. Mike Thomas, he tweeted, "There it goes." But before all that, and during the game, Michael Thomas took shots at Derek Carr. He said they fired all them coaches trying to cover his butt flaws, and he's still doing the same stuff. Dude tried to lie and say I was just making Chris Olave number one the whole time. He can't even get him a decent ball. That year his buddy went to first team All Pro. I don't know. I think he's talking about Devontae Adams. He needed 180 targets just to catch 100 passes. So he said, dude is scary and panicked. Just throw the ball. Get him out of here. Derek Carr, for you, I've been told y'all this stuff is sad. So he didn't like Dennis Allen. He said Dennis Allen not that guy. I have a photo to show y'all real quick. Saints player posted this. So you can't pull it up. Come on now. Come on. All right. I don't know if y'all can read that or not. But it says, he said, Carl Granderson posted that. He said changes with the shush emoji. How I walked in today. So everybody, the Saints players, they happy he's gone. MT said, I told y'all. Flowers.
I got a problem.
You got a problem? What's the problem?
I have multiple problems with this. First of all, Granderson, right?
Yeah, Carl Granderson. We just paid him.
Carl Granderson, you just paid. What the hell has he been doing in this 7-game losing
Nothing.
streak?
Data. Nothing.
So,
I think he only had like 2 sacks.
Oh, so as a defense, as a defensive team, I feel like that side of the ball quit on Dennis Allen, which allowed him to get fired. All right. If Dennis Allen is a defensive coach, you lose Derek Carr, you're losing your offensive players. Defense got to step up and hold the team down in a sense. I never got that feeling from the Saints. I haven't had that feeling from the Saints in the past 2 years. Look, we can talk about Dennis Allen being fired, in which we thought he should have been gone after last season, after the season ended. That what makes me feel like Nicky Loomis needs to be thrown in that grease too, and just you hear that sizzle and that pop, that fish grease.
It's real slow.
Because after yesterday, you see Olave get taken to the hospital, all back and forth. Saints fans, they wanted blood. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Dickie Loomis, he's seen it, and he threw Dennis Allen out in front of the train to save himself for the moment. All right. Let me move Michael Thomas real quick. I don't like it. Distasteful. Keep your damn mouth shut. Because a lot of people can say you quit on the Saints after Sean Payton left. And you stole money from the Saints. You got the deal and you didn't play for 3 damn years. So for him to go at Derek Carr, and I respect the hell out of Derek Carr.
Yep.
A high road and the professional road. And just to say, man, if you got something to say, you could have called me. We could have had a conversation. That's the problem with our culture, with our people. All we know is confrontation. That's all we want. We want to be confrontational instead of sitting down and having a conversation, with somebody. If you feel like Derek Carr wronged you, I mean, please explain. I mean, you saying he's sorry and this and that doesn't explain to me what Derek Carr did to you. Okay,
he got him hurt.
Drew Brees got him hurt. You understand that about Drew Brees?
That the ball he threw to Michael Thomas in the end, it was a terrible throw, and MT went up for it. I think he got undercut. I don't know. I might can dig it up to play.
Right. I'm not disagreeing with you, but
you saying
you can say
he did. That's why he's saying that.
Drew Brees when he hurt.
So Drew Brees. So hold on, Drew Brees threw a ball to Marcus Colston in the 49er game.
Hit that got him hurt. That wasn't a foot injury that got him hurt.
Drew Brees threw a ball to Marcus Colston, and we ain't seen Marcus Colston since that play against. It was Deshaun Golson that flipped him.
Drew Brees are not known to throw hospital balls.
We do want that play.
It happens, man.
Do you know how?
Happens,
do you know how many passing yards Derek Carr has for his career?
I think over
40,000.
40,000, yeah.
40,000. 4-time Pro Bowl, 291 yards, 291 touchdowns. Okay, listen, man. Listen, you're not finna do Derek Carr like you did Andy Dalton and Jameis Winston. Y'all keep bringing it. He's 33 years old. Derek Carr is 33 years old. So you can't find nobody else but just Michael Thomas to talk like this about Derek Carr. That's trash, man.
Olave hates the man.
No, bro.
Olave can't. Yes, he do. You remember that spat they had last year? It was one game he didn't target Olave. He threw this whole.
Chris Olave is just like the rest of the Ohio State receivers. Listen to me, man. Listen, it's fool's gold. Okay, you're gonna see spurts and moments. No consistency over. You can't give me one Ohio State receiver that you just see every week dominate week in and week out. They're not LSU receivers. Okay, they're not that. You're gonna get the one-handed catch one week, and you're gonna get the no-handed catch the next week. Okay,
Olave has the 4th best separation of receivers.
But he's 9 pounds 6 ounces. The biggest thing on him is the helmet.
Exactly. So why would you throw a high ball across the middle?
Let me comment on that. The ball was high.
I got the video. Want me to show the video first? I got the video.
Look, you can show it, but I see it right here. The ball was high, but Olave tried to make a play. He put him.
He tried.
So we can't. So I can't knock Derek Carr. I can't knock that sequence because Olave tried to make a play, and that was.
If he didn't, we've been knocking Olave though. If Olave didn't try and had alligator arms, we would have been knocking Olave.
I mean, that ball was high, so if he didn't go up for it, I wouldn't have criticized. That's me though. I wouldn't. Yeah.
It just Derek Carr. We brought him to run the offense, to manage the offense, and he just haven't done it. He's been throwing behind receivers. He have been missing open guys. The way he carried on last year, he called Olave out in public. So that never said well with Olave, because maybe he yelled at him. I don't know if you remember that game where Olave walking, he just started getting Olave face and yelling at him and stuff like that. because I don't know, it was like a miscommunication. So it been bad blood ever since. And Mike Thomas, he came out and said it about Derek Carr because they were saying that MT was jealous of Chris Olave, but him and Chris Olave are pretty good friends. So I don't understand why Derek Carr was saying that about MT.
Hold on, see, let me say this real quick. So Olave is in a sense, okay, we talking about Derek Carr. I lost my train of thought. Go ahead. See, I lost my train of thought.
I don't understand how we taking Michael Thomas' word for anything. It's like
because everything he said was been true.
Dude, this is a book. This is a book. This is the same thing you did with Russell Wilson when Richard Sherman and freaking Marshawn Lynch finally said something about
he's there.
Bull crap. I mean,
this is why
look at look. Hold on. If it's bull crap, why the team are reacting to Dennis Allen? They respect them.
Dude, did you see what you did offensively yesterday? You put up historic numbers, bro, and you lost. You made history yesterday.
Exactly.
DA
was taking timeouts when he didn't know what to do. You remember he took a timeout. Seconds before the half.
This ain't about DA.
Allen, like, what we doing?
Okay,
DA is
your offense.
They don't respect DA.
Okay, but we ain't talking about him. We talking about Derek Carr. Your offense was on fire yesterday. The defense quit, right? Okay, so when Derek Carr you said to yourself coming into the season that your offensive line was trash. Did you not say that? Okay, but they got Derek Carr gets hurt too because he playing behind a bad offensive line. Would you agree with that?
He got hurt because he didn't take the sack. He tried to throw a deep ball. Man.
He tried to make a play. Yeah. He got hurt.
Yeah, he tried to make a play. That's why he got hurt. He
do that sound familiar?
Right.
He tried to throw a 50 ball to his Sheed. Like I said, I never knew Sheed to have a vert. So I don't know why he threw that ball in the first place.
But you were not complaining about this in week 2 versus the Cowboys. I didn't hear this in week 1 against the Panthers.
He wasn't doing the same. He wasn't doing the dumb decisions they doing now.
Oh,
that's
wow.
what I'm saying.
Let me say this real fast. If Derek Carr gets in Olave's face, it's probably because Olave did something that he wasn't supposed to be doing.
You need a leader at quarterback. Oh, but you know what's crazy? You brought in Spencer.
But when somebody called him out, he got a problem. He got hey,
this big. You gotta stop doing this, dog. When you get somebody you don't like, you ride this. You ride that way. You don't have no real. When Derek Carr, listen, Devontae Adams played with Derek Carr in college. I don't expect Devontae to say anything crazy, but I just feel like to me with Derek,
we can go on and on.
With Derek Carr, you didn't have this energy for Derek Carr until now. Like you just all of a sudden this season you were throwing
last year.
But that's Saints fans.
I gave him a redemption story. RC, I tried to give him a redemption
Let me say this.
For him to prove himself. And
this is the message. This is the message I have for Saints fans. This ain't gonna come over with. I thought I was gonna come over here and big y'all up and be happy with y'all.
Yeah, hell no. Party time.
This is what I want the Saints fans to know.
I was gonna get some confetti.
In your entire freaking existence as a football organization, you got one guy who was worth a damn. And don't tell me Archie Manning was good. I'm so sick of the National Football League trying to push Archie Manning down our throats and make it seem like he was good. No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't on a bad team. No, he wasn't. He was good at Ole Miss, and the residue carried to New Orleans. He was not great in New Orleans, okay? All right, secondly, you had a Drew Brees with a Sean Payton. It was a match made in heaven. Other than that, you have no existence, no idea of what greatness is at quarterback. You bring in 3 guys who everybody's deemed was done, and now you expect them to save a badly ran organization. It's unfair to bring Derek Carr there. He made the poor decision. That's why I'm glad
to come here.
But listen, bro, this is my thing. Week 1 and week 2, when the coach said every now and then you got to pop out and show them, and y'all got the umbrellas out and dancing in Dallas, you could not have told Saints fans they weren't going to have a great year. You fired a coach today, and you thinking tomorrow it's going to be better. But you know why it's not going to be better? Because guess why? You got the same energy you had. Do you not know you had 2 losing seasons with Sean Payton before he got out of there?
I won't call that losing seasons because we had a whole bunch of injuries. He went through 5 different quarterbacks. Did he not go through 5 different quarterbacks that year? And we still missed the playoff by 1 game.
Dude, you missed the playoff. I don't give a damn. You missed the playoff by 1 game, 2
We
games. You
had
missed the
5 RC. You don't understand what I'm saying? We had 5 different quarterbacks.
Your
Still
issue
missed
is
the
bigger
playoffs
than
by 1
quarterback,
game.
bro. You said in the chat that y'all are quarterback away. Guess what? No,
We
you're
are.
not. No, you're not. If you finna get rid of your best cornerback, if you finna get rid of just your best players, you're not a quarterback away. You're rebuilding. So you're finna go through a losing season, bro.
So we didn't have a top defense. What were we rebuilding? We have a top defense. Them boys quit on. They just didn't like DA. They just didn't like him.
Jordan.
I stand by this. Marshawn's not playing right now. He's faking injury because he didn't want to play for DA.
That's wrong. That's wrong on their half because they had success.
That's alarming.
I quit on them now. They had a lot of
Look, I'll read what I forgot what Saints player said it. He said the locker room, they said, hold on, I can't have this quote. I saw it, I was like, wow. I hope I can find it. But there was a report that Saints players met with Miss Benson to talk to her about the lack of leadership of DA.
How old is Miss Benson?
Hold on. See, ain't these the same players that advocated for him to have the damn job in the first place?
Yes.
No, I don't think the players advocated. They just
they did.
Mickey Loomis just transferred over because he was there with Sean Payton.
So
it was just like everybody knew it. He was gonna get the ownership. He was gonna get the head coaching position.
I didn't think so. But he had a terrible.
I did
with the Raiders.
I did because he's part of the tree. Mickey Loomis and Sean Payton were boys, so remember last year we had the whole Sean Payton coaching staff. Remember Pete Carmichael?
That's the problem, bro. That's the problem.
And then they fired all of them. They thought DA. They're like, okay, we'll just fire all the coaches, and that's what Mike Tomlin talking about. He said, "Y'all gonna fire all the coaches, and y'all still getting the same results."
Who left though? Mickey Mouse, as you say. That's the only person left from the Sean Payton regime.
Yeah, that's the only person left. Yep.
Jerry Jones, baby.
And we're gonna see Gail Benson gonna pull the plug on Mickey Loomis.
Bro,
but I don't think so.
Hey, y'all need to get rid of Mickey Mouse.
How old is Gail Benson? How old is Gail Benson?
Probably wasn't
in her 60s. Nah, she married.
Tom was older than her.
Yeah, Tom was way older than her. Yeah. She might be in her late 60s.
Okay. So this is where I'm going with this. I'm gonna put my headphones back in. All right. So go this man, and I'm gonna leave this alone. I feel like because I experienced it with my team, you can't fix bad team. You can't blame all the issues on one player, and you can't fix bad teams by bringing in veteran players who are past their prime. You got to go to the draft. You got to develop. And you got to address the real issue. And that's being able to say, okay, hey, listen, now you have to identify if Spencer Rattler is our guy of the future. Right. Because now Saints.
I don't think so.
Okay, now they saying the Saints, let's try to get Shador. You can get that out your system. You're not going to get Shador. His daddy not letting him come to New Orleans. He's going to Las Vegas with Brady and them. So you're going to have to pick maybe Cam or someone else. Okay, let's say you get Cam. All right, you got Chris Olave there. You got Cam. You got Alvin Kamara. All right, if you don't bring in an offensive-minded head coach like Clint Kubiak or whoever you decide to get, then because I'm hearing Brian Flores will be in that position. If you bring in Brian, go ahead.
So we signed Clint to this one. We signed him this year. So if we bring in a new head coach, if Clint is he staying, they're gonna tell the new head coach like Clint, he's in the position, so he's staying, or
it would be the head coach's decision.
But I truly believe Brian Flores ends up in New Orleans at some point. Is either going to be Brian? It's going to be a defensive guy, okay? But this is the issue with the Saints. In your division, you got 2 other teams and possibly a third now who have passed you by. They've gotten better. They're getting better, all right? So if you're finna go through a rebuild, you better hit with the rebuild and the development process. You can't take too long. You got to be swift with it, because if you don't, Tampa Bay even tonight they're gonna fight, man. They're gonna play hard. Yeah. If they healthy, they probably be a problem. And then Atlanta has emerged, and then Carolina is growing and probably gonna figure out their issues. You're gonna be looking at cellar dwellers if you don't figure this out.
Right, Head.
Bro.
Well, it all depends on who the head coach. I feel like it all depends on who the head coach is. And I know if we get a new head coach, he's gonna want his own quarterback.
But that's why I said
Yeah.
I wouldn't trade Lattimore. I wouldn't get off my stars. If you know,
defense is solid. I mean, I really like Richard Sherman point out. They just stopped playing for DA. They're just.
I like it's three
happened.
players I really like on the Saints team. I like Granderson. He gonna figure it out. I think, but I don't like the fact that you quit on DA. I don't like that. You play, you play for your money. I like Lattimore and I like Adebo. Adebo.
I think Adebo gonna be gone. He's gonna be gone. Alontae Taylor is gonna take his spot, and then we got Kool-Aid McKinstry. But I like to read y'all quote before we move on. What Darren Reese said. He's the special team coach. He's the intern coach now. He said he plans to change how the team does things. We've been doing things the same way around here for a long time.
Shocking.
So
it's time for a change.
Yep. So I think that was a problem. I think they got burnt out. I really think they probably got burnt out and hearing the same message. Because sometimes when you hear the same message, man, resonate the same way.
I get that part of it, but at the end of the day, these guys are being paid a lot of money to go out on Sundays, and they have to audition every Sunday. So you can't afford to quit on anybody. Like the same shit excuse my language, the same grief that they give Anthony Richardson, they can give these players quitting on these coaches. That shouldn't quit.
What changed? What changed in the most confident team after 2 weeks? They were so confident. It was on cloud 9.
I'm with you on that.
I don't know. I don't know what changed.
It's not like y'all had a full, healthy slate of players. You had controversy. So you missed out on Derek Carr for a month. And y'all quit on DA?
And look where you at right now. What's your record right now, though?
2-7. I think it's Bolo from last year. I think they lost the locker room last year.
Last year, you should have got rid of them then.
But you were cool. You were cool with them. What they did to the Falcons at the end of the season, where they got the touchdown. And
that's what I'm saying. That's what I think. That's where I think that's what broke the camel's back when DA called all of them out for doing what they did at the end.
Because they were wrong. They were wrong.
But so, you don't blast them in the media. You tell them like, hey, you know,
and to be listening to a guy who ain't played for you in 5 years
is insane.
That's insane. That's like Dante Whitner having a voice in the San Francisco 49ers locker room. Like,
but it's not about us listening, but it's about he pointed all this out before he left the building. Like
but hey, you trying to put the blame on one guy that's been there only 2 years.
He put it on DA. That's the first person he's been calling out the whole time. But he started calling out Derek Carr because of the hit on Olave, which, you know, that what really struck the match of his rant was the Derek Carr thing, the pass of Olave. That was
Derek Carr is a good dude, man. He's a good dude.
He's a good dude, but he's terrible right now.
No, bro.
He got to go. He got to go.
He came out to go. He'll put up great numbers. I mean, I don't know what more you can.
He's terrible for like. Raiders got real for some reason.
Bro.
Gotta get out of here,
bro. So you mean to tell me next y'all be signing Jimmy Garoppolo? Because that's where you're headed. That's what the pattern of the bull crap.
Man, coach, they're gonna draft a quarterback. They're gonna draft a quarterback next year. I already know they are.
Jimmy next, huh?
He next, bro. Jimmy or Josh Dobbs or Zach Wilson. Somebody coming to New Orleans because they don't believe in their mind that they're rebuilding, but they're rebuilding.
We're gonna see.
Let's see what happens.
I don't think they trade Loudmore. They said the Chiefs called about him.
I've been hearing the Commanders been calling about him. Now, if y'all let the Commanders get him,
I'll send him to the Commanders. Nah, I want somebody with a high draft pick. The Chiefs don't.
You're not going to
get dead last in the first
round.
There's
nobody going to pick in that draft going to be able to do what Lattimore do. I tell people that all the time. Like sometimes you have to wait at
when Lattimore was out last year, we actually was still pretty dang good in the secondary. So I think that's why.
That's another thing. I watched y'all last year. Y'all was really good on defense. Mm-hmm. Like, dude, it was never the same. It's a knee-jerk reaction. if y'all win yesterday, he still got his job.
Well, he didn't, and here we are.
Mm-hmm.
Should have told them boys, come on, man, get this for me, guys. Don't do me like this.
I'm showing, man.
Yeah. DA should pop out in style line, start yelling at everybody. Get that telling line. He should pop out then.
That didn't age well.
Yeah, no, it didn't. And now he popping off at home. All right. So let's do the our records for this week.
I did pretty good yesterday. I did pretty good.
I got 10 right. T-Right got 10 right. RC got 10 right. Randy got 9 right. Flowers got 10 right. Gatwood got 9 right.
I'm finna have 11 because I believe
I would love to see what the overall rankings are.
I'm just confused.
I want to say
how many Randy got right? How many Randy got right?
He had 9, did he?
9. So him and Gatwood came down. They both of them had 9.
I need to call Randy and say, "Hey, bro, listen, help me out. What you got going?"
Can you show last week?
He was gonna be on
image,
huh?
You got last week?
I think I still have it on my computer. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, here it is. So no, this is the old one. I forgot we didn't do a show Thursday. This is the old one. I had to send it to y'all in the chat after the game to show.
Because I think I don't move up in the top 4.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think you moved up. I think either I fell to the bottom or RC fell to the bottom.
It ain't me, because I'm what look how close we are. Look how close we are.
Everybody neck to neck.
Like 3 games. Like it's crazy. That is crazy.
Randy said he been waiting for this segment, boys. Yeah, we gotta know who's picking the games for you.
Yeah, just go ahead and tell me that you can, whoever your guy is, give me his number because
it's an NFL analyst picking these games for him.
I can use
name Fat Fred and give him the picks.
I can use it with my betting because he's been spot on.
Man, Flowers been killing it. Man,
but it's been a good year for everybody.
Dude, it's been a great year, man. Yeah, RC, I don't know you've been telling our bets, man, but you need to start telling our cards when we put them in the group chat.
But see, listen, I just realized that I'm in so many different group chats. I have to silence them because it's like I'm cheating with my wife or something. It's like ding, 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 ding. Like, what the hell? Like, listen, the one thing after what I experienced last week with the randomness with tech, if I don't know the number, I'm not getting the chat. But with y'all, I'm about to light it back up because I haven't won like I thought I was gonna win. I try to figure it out on my own and try to find my way. But this, just call me one-off running because I ain't getting it right now. Right now, just one-off. I'm one-off. So I got to get back in there and get some opinion about my card.
I give a lot of good advice.
I'm gonna hop in there. Trust me. I'm one-off running right now. I need to be one-on running.
Honestly, though, see, you need to be the one helping with the drafter stuff.
Yeah, I got that lit.
Because you pretty good with drafters, and me and Ben,
I hate drafters.
And play a prop.
Everybody get some money because man, Flowers, you right though. Next time I don't need to put that many teams on the card. I'll push my look. Hey, Flowers, every time I type in the team, I saw that number go up, and then I was like, ooh, so I don't keep playing.
Yeah, you need something.
I got a little
perfect.
greedy. I got greedy.
Yeah, see, I didn't know you were doing that, but if you would have told me you were doing that much the other night, I'd have scaled it back for everybody, like, bro. Like, well, and I can tell you now, like, if you're gonna put that much on, like 50, 60, $100 on 4 or 5 picks.
Yeah.
Man, I'm gonna tell y'all something right now. I'm looking at this game. Tampa Bay ain't dead. Like, even if they lose tonight, they a problem.
I don't see how. Who's killing for him? Trey Palmer? Like who?
It's the tight end. The tight end, Auden.
Auden.
And then listen. But not only that, it's not so much of that. They got running backs that can catch out of the backfield. They got a tight end that's a vertical threat. They got a great scheme. They got a great freaking scheme, man.
But the Chiefs should. What's the rushing yards looking like for the Buccaneers? Cause the Chiefs should have known that. Stop the run. You pretty much. Make Baker beat you.
Yards a carry. I did not know that. The Bucks.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Stop the run and make Baker beat you. What's the yards looking like right now?
feel like the Bucks
Oh,
the ball enough.
well,
They don't run it enough.
yeah, because Bucky Irving has 6 carries right now. How Rashad White must fell from grace. That dude only have 2 carries, and Sterling Shepard has 2 carries.
Yeah, but Bucky is it's clear.
Dang, Rashad White.
Well, week 3, Bucky is pretty much taking over.
Yes, sure has. All right, let's get into our stud and dud. I still haven't fixed that video yet, so I'm not gonna play it. RC, who your stud?
My stud was Saquon. I said mid-game. You was like, they ain't won yet. I won't worry about it. I knew it was Jaguar.
Hey, okay, you better put him on. You better put him on the.
That dude did. I think it's in many years I've watched football, I've never seen somebody jump backwards. Like, I don't know.
Dude, I watched it. I watched it like 10 times. I still don't understand.
He gonna get hurt doing that shit. They did something.
I still don't understand.
Hey, see, man, they put that mess in the damn game next year.
Bro, but you know that's in college football. You could jump forward like that, but I've never seen anybody jump backwards. That's crazy.
What in the world? Like, I don't understand the reason. Like, I play football. They never crossed my mind. Like, let me hurdle backwards with my back turned. Most time, guys will. Like,
he looked at it.
For a hit.
He was like,
let me jump.
Oh my word, bro! I never seen that.
He's gonna get hurt, man. He's gonna get hurt.
Hurts has time. Now locates Barkley out of the backfield. Barkley slips 2 tackles and picks up the first down, jumping up in the air to the 30. A gain of 14 for Barkley with some nifty moves along the way. Tiki, you're right. What is that? Bro, he turned around.
Y'all, hold on.
I have never, ever seen that in an NFL.
Listen to me. I'm gonna tell you the issue. What we're looking at. We take out what you see in Saquon do. Look at the defenders standing around. They don't want to tackle no more. They don't want to tackle no more, man. It's football is in trouble. They just watching, bro.
What did I say? 11 people supposed to run to the ball.
Everybody was there, Flowers. Every white jersey was there, and one guy made a business decision. Everybody else, like, they just
and they don't drive through the players anymore. When I talk, they taught me to drive through the guy, and now they just want to shoulder and use their helmets when they hit. Like
one side, wrap up,
drive through. Like, I don't get that. Man, yeah, number who that? That wasn't Cisco. That was I forgot who that was, but
all them guys.
He lunged. I don't know what he was doing.
But you know what I would have did instead of lunging to tackle? When he jumped, I'd have grabbed him like this. Like, you won't do that shit no more. I
don't know. I don't think he knew he gonna jump. I think that's why he. I don't know. It looked like he didn't know he was jumping. He jumped to the last
on the defense.
But what did you just say though, Swift? You said that they need to break down and tackle. That guy was running full speed with the intent to run at him like a missile, like a Scud missile.
Yeah,
but he didn't taking down, no nothing on that play.
He had 5 guys or more with him, and nobody went with him.
That's insane, man.
That's a woman.
All right, Flowers, who your stud?
Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow.
3rd and 6. Burrow wide open. Gesicki running free. Loping to the end zone for the cherry on top for Cincinnati.
Hey,
I wish we had a tight end.
Press conference in weeks. He mean business.
Yeah, they say they think he heating up now. My stud was what you say?
He playing the Raiders.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's why that's why I just put the game in the 2-minute drill. Oh yeah, my stud was Garrett Wilson.
Okay.
If I can find it. Oh, here you go.
4-man rush. Rodgers to the end zone. And Wilson. Can he one-handed and stay?
Goodness.
Man.
Oh.
If I was DB, I wouldn't be mad. I'd just give him props.
Flash in the pan. Hey.
Nah, Garrett Wilson, he's a baller, man.
Alpha.
Which one? Which one out of these 3 receivers won better? Chris Olave, Jackson Jibba. You see what Jackson did yesterday, or Garrett Wilson? Which one y'all take?
Flash in the
Gary
pan.
Wilson.
Nico, I'm taking Nico Collins.
Michigan.
I'm taking Nico
All
Collins.
right.
You know what? Nico Collins in that equation, I take him too.
Yeah, I definitely take Nico. I like a big body receiver like that. All right, Flowers, who your dud?
The guy that cost us money yesterday.
Yes, man.
Gino.
Yeah, I was hoping you would got him. I hope you would got him.
Gino threw it to the team.
First and goal from the 6. Smith can't find anyone. Backpedaling.
Wow.
Throws picked off. Intercepted in the end zone and brought back out. Geno Smith picked off by Kitchens. Cameron Kitchens takes it all the way back. Now there is a flag around.
I'm trying to figure out who in the hell was there standing by the 201-yard line, wide open.
Yeah, on the side, yeah.
Who are you throwing it to? And
Listen, man.
You did it twice.
Dude, I'm still crying on the inside right now.
But
I was thinking about this earlier at work.
PTSD. Did you see the defensive lineman in his lap? Gino, take the sack, bro.
Well, he did that twice.
Take the sack, bro.
14. They could be up 14 twice. My thing is too,
that interception. That's what turned the game right there. Like I always preach about momentum.
So that's my question. Are the Rams lucky more than they are good?
Lucky.
Because they got 2 games this year they don't supposed to have.
Lucky.
It takes some luck in this game we played. This called football. It takes some luck, man.
That Seattle game was lucky. But
you literally gift wrapped a touchdown to them, man. Like that was.
It's not even that. They gave what I was fine. I said, okay, when they went down score, I was fine. I said, okay, we're going to overtime. They should pull it out overtime. And when they 4th and 1, I was like, cool, they gonna take the points. Then they go 4th and 1. Why not take the points?
They come out and try to do like an offset handoff to the left, and it gets like just run straight ahead. Run.
But yeah, like I would have been cool with that, but I would have took the points because you've been stopping the rounds. You've been stopping the rounds the whole game. Game. Because you make a point, and I'm glad you brought that up. Because this is how life works in football, ladies and gentlemen. If Seattle takes the 3 points right there, it gives the defense a boost in confidence because they feel like they have to go out and make a stop so they can get the win. Right.
Now they turn the ball over on downs. The defense comes out there feeling, hey, a little more like they need to make a play, but that gives the Rams all world, man. They gives them everything they need to be able to do what they did, man. I don't agree with what they did yesterday, man.
I don't agree with it either, man. They gave them some swift energy. They gave them round defense. They gave the Rams offense swift energy, and they moved the ball right down the field. If you kick them 3 points, that means the Rams either had to get in field goal position or they had to score a touchdown.
Yeah.
Come on. And that just I'm still crying on the inside. I'll see who you're dud.
The guy that closes his eyes when he talks. He opened them now. Like I'm gonna say this before you press that button. Do y'all realize he said he was blind in Tampa Bay and that he thought Bruce Arians was black? Go ahead, roll the shooter.
Nah.
They did.
And shoulder placement, all of it so vital as he avoids the flag. 2nd and goal. Physical play for Guy. Winston slinging it near side. Batted up in the air and intercepted.
Wasn't bad as Gino.
So watch this though. Jameis, with all the flack I give him, Jameis won a national championship blind as a bat.
I'm telling you.
He said he couldn't see until he got LASIK. So now
I don't think it's true. Okay, he wore contacts.
Well, he did use to squint his eyes though. Like
yeah.
So
answer this for me before we move on. Jameis, as far as rank right now as a backup, like would you take Jameis, Joe Flacco? I don't know why we got to go.
Yeah, Joe Flacco. I would like it, Joe.
Because I'm looking at it like Jameis is just like Andy Dalton. He's the African American version of Andy Dalton. He's gonna give you one good game and he's going back to being bad. Go. He's a great teammate though. They love him.
Yeah, he love him.
Need to go ahead and start
is
preaching. Leave it alone.
my dud is Derek Carr.
Oh man. Had a great statistical day.
RC, this will piss me off. It wasn't the fact that we lost the game, it's how we lost the game. This will piss me off.
At the bottom, Wilson at the bottom. Carr looking left, lofting left for Wilson, and he can't hang on.
Jump ball. He loved throwing that damn jump ball on 4th down. He loved.
You know why? He used to playing. Look, he used to playing with Devontae Adams, bro. He used to playing with Mari Cooper to go get that.
Right. When we played the last year he was in Vegas, when we played him, bro, on three straight plays, he threw a ball just like that on 3 straight plays, and I'm just looking like, wow. I understand if you was in the red zone, you throwing a fade route in the end zone, but like you got somebody in the middle of the field, it's 4th and 4. How much time was left?
That was 4th and 4 with a minute and I think 26 seconds left.
That's too much time for you to take a shot downfield like that. So I understand why you gave him dud of the week. You got somebody right there in the middle of the field. Was that more?
That was Jawan Johnson. He ran slant. He was open. Yeah. You got to put the ball on him. He threw a jump ball, a fade jump ball to Cedric Wilson. Cedric Wilson. That's the Cedric Wilson. That would piss me off. That's why I said what I said in the group chat.
There's no reason for him to throw that ball. Like you, and then you're down by 1. You're minute and 20. Just work the field. Get in field goal range. I mean, of course, the athletes will say, "Well, y'all ain't out there like us. You can't do it." Well, damn it, we got eyes, so we can see.
That is not a high percentage throw.
Not at all.
You and Cedric Wilson just came onto the team, so y'all got chemistry like that. And I know who Cedric Wilson is. He ain't a jump ball type of guy.
I mean, that's a less than 7% chance that he catches that ball. And
on the sideline.
I'm probably being nice saying 7%.
And this is why this guy right here sits on my desk every day to remind me. Y'all know who that is? Y'all need a closer look. I can't see that.
That's crazy, bro. You got bad
taste in
football players. That's Michael Thomas, man.
This is why this guy sits right here to remind me of everything I see on Sunday. He like, see, I told you.
Bro,
you
that's crazy.
He throwing them bad passes. He giving to throwing hospital balls to people that
another Ohio State
weigh 150.
Another flash in the pan. He only was good with
don't say that. He going to Ring of Honor.
And what?
Nah. You
going to
Ring of Honor in New Orleans.
He ain't better than Michael Lewis. Dude, let me tell you something, man. Come on.
That man broke a sacred record by just catching 5-yard dig route.
Don't say no slant, because that's all Drew Brees could throw at that time of his career.
But my question to you, that's one of your favorite players saying what you want to hear him say, but you ain't going to hear another player. Do you think another Saints player going to come out and speak like that against Derek Carr if he's there or not there?
Alvin Kamara was talking in code, so nobody talk about that.
Only you can read code.
Go back and listen.
He was saying forget DA. He said Derek Carr sucks. Man, even when Kamara came out and started like criticizing the team, you know something's bad. You just Kamara never
not the guy who beats up the guy behind the girl he ain't with no more. Not that
guy. Come on, man. No need for that. There's no need.
He ain't even with her no more. Is he with her?
I don't know. He had a child on the field. I think they still together. I don't know. I don't keep up players' lives like that.
Yeah, that's a lie.
All right.
That's a lie. You got a bobblehead. You got a bobble. You got all the intel. You got all the intel. Flowers, is he not giving us all the intel? They best friend, they best buddy. They hang out by.
You got my other boy right here.
Man.
Alvin Kamara. Alvin Kamara right here.
I hope Evil Flutes get fired and end up in New Orleans.
Nah, man, don't speak that evil on me, man. Don't speak that evil on me.
Evil Flutes. Evil Flutes.
Don't speak that evil on me,
Say
man.
that 3 times. Beetlejuice, Evil Flutes.
Keep that man away from me. All right, hey, RC, I know you happen to see this before we end the show.
Hey, man, I got a
like
joke
a
behind
deer.
this. I got a joke behind this. When I started running today, I thought about my boy Forrest Gump. When I started running, I thought about Forrest Gump running out them leg braces. Listen, man, he the one over there got shot at his Achilles, and he has to do something. I told Flowers he has to do something now. He might lose his toe because there's stuff that they put in his legs. Like Christian McCaffrey, you went over there and got illegal surgery, illegal something. He got injected with something illegal, probably cement shot. So he probably got. But he running with a tilt. So if he don't use his legs in the next 30 days, them toes gonna come off. But that's just whatever he put in his body ain't normal. But
so he's saying
we don't miss him. We don't miss him. If he's there, he's there. Just let me get Dre Greenlaw was running today on the field with his helmet on. That's the one I want to get back.
Okay, I feel you. All right, we brought to you by Bet Us. Place your bets with them. We got your game, win some big money. Me and Flowers, RC, and the boys, we've been winning some money. So use Bet Us to gain some money and win big. College basketball started today.
Yeah,
so there you go.
Men and women started today.
Yep.
I don't watch a lot of college basketball, so I don't know.
Juju Watkins 28-10 on Ole Miss today.
Yep, with a bloody nose.
Dang. All right, guys, that's the show. Thank y'all for joining us. We'll be back maybe Thursday. We might do a show Thursday. We'll see who's playing then. If not, we'll see y'all next week. We are out of here.
Ravens. Peace.
Oh, yeah, we watching. Yes, sir.